Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and today we're going to ask the question, is Rune Staff the worst piece of gear that's ever come out in War of the Visions? Let's go ahead and dig in. Now, I'll be direct here. I don't think it's the worst piece of gear to come out in War of the Visions, and as far as staffs go and stats on staffs, it's actually pretty good. It has some good magic stats. It does have an aim version, which does have accuracy on it. But the real question that I have is the relevancy of Healing Power 15. And it just seems to me that Healing Power 15 is nowhere near as relevant as, say, Magic Attack plus 15, or any of the other capabilities that a staff may offer a unit. And there's a couple of reasons for this. And one of the largest reasons, I think, is actually that this weapon is releasing with Runic, and that we're seeing modifiers to healing that we've never seen before. We're seeing Runic's Limit Break being the highest healing potency heal in the game. We've never seen that level of heal before. Unlike, offensive abilities where we have modifiers and attack-based modifiers that are like 200%, and they very rarely go up to like 260 sometimes if it's like an XL size attack, but you don't really see those modifiers change very much. And, with healing now, they release this staff, but simultaneously they're also releasing essentially an upgrade to heals by increasing Runic's upper limit of healing compared to, say, Ayaka or kind of these other healing units. So some really interesting things going on here. I think if you are going to try and make use of this rune staff, it's probably going to be best used on a unit that doesn't heal primarily. That would be like a unit that maybe has like sub calculator. That would like, but even then, I just don't, I don't know. Like, I could see calculator heals being a little bit better, but most of the time, if I'm running like Black Rose Helena, I'm sure if I'm going to be running Runic, right, and I have the passive on for healing potency up already on her, am I really going to need that additional 15 healing? Not to mention, TMR runes can also add healing potency. They add a healing potency of 10, so it just puts the rune staff in this weird position where it's kind of useless. And we've seen some other pieces of gear similar to this, and I think rune staff is going to kind of fall into the era of pieces of gear like Cat Claw that just completely get surpassed, Sleep Blade that is just going to completely, like, I can't remember the last time I've seen someone utilize a Sleep Blade. There's so many other alternatives. Literally, Adelard's TMR 99% of the time is better than this weapon for whatever unit you're putting it on. It's just one of those situations where I just don't see the rune staff being dominant, and especially with the fact that this is launching with Runic. Runic can already equip Prunus Lamina. Like, Prunus Lamina can already go on Runic, and candidly, if you're a newer player, and you're like, oh, well, I'm a newer player, I don't have Prunus Lamina, I'm gonna encourage you just to build Platinum Rod for her. You can use Platinum Rod for a whole bunch of other units. You don't need to, you get a benefit that's going to apply to multiple units. That healing up, you don't know when you're going to need that healing up. And if you're really in a situation where that healing 15 is going to be a difference to like you winning and losing, there's probably other things in your build you could change, and there's probably, like, if you're in that situation in the first place where you're relying on that healing plus 15, your account is probably at a level, and you've probably intentionally designed like your build to focus around that healing. And I don't know why you would do that. Maybe if there was like an arena wide low level heal in the future, you may want to put as much healing potency up so that you can potentially heal units to full, but right now with the current state of the game, there's really no need for it. And with Runic being a lightning unit, Prunus Lamina is going to be way better on her. Even if you don't have Prunus Lamina, I mean, you can go get Cypress Pile right now. It's going to give you magic penetration 20 for when she does attack. There are going to be times where you want Runic to go on the offensive, very similar to Minwoo, and especially if you're taking Runic into PvE content, where I think she's predominantly going to be used, you are going to want some type of offensive capability with her, and you still get 166 magic with the magic version of this weapon. If Cypress Pile doesn't vibe with you, go for Magistral Rod. Magistral Rod universally, I think, is probably the best staff in the game. I think, you know, if you don't have Platinum Rod, you can get Magistral Rod. It's going to be coming out with the Final Fantasy X rerun here in the future as well. But just the fact that you're going to be able to potentially evoke an Esper. Again, if you're taking Runic into PvE content and you're wanting to potentially evoke an Esper, this is going to help a lot, and that's going to help you a lot more than healing potency plus 15, because it's not gonna do much. That healing potency plus 15, I mean, you would have to, with the level of heal that Runic has, you would have to have probably over 15,000 to 20,000 HP to not get healed all the way. Like, she has such a powerful heal with her limit break, and she's going to be such, like, she has healing potency up in her passive kit. Like, I think there's just no way you're going to need that much healing potency. If you do, put it on a TMR rune and throw a Magistral Rod on. Like, please just do that. Even if you have Guard Stick's even better. You get magic tech and magic resistance. Literally almost any rod in the game, and there's a lot of them. There is a lot of them. Here, let's just go to the WoTV calc real quick. Hold on, let's just pull up. Almost any of these rods are better. Almost any of them, if they are MR or higher, is probably going to be better for you. If you're thinking about using this healing rod, please, for the love of God, use a TMR rod instead. Like, that's how bad I think this rod is. TMR rod, interestingly, arguably maybe better with healing potency 10 and more magic on it. Because you have to understand, heals are based off of magic, and you get the healing potency 10 off of trust runes. So arguably, if you did like a magic based, staff for a trust rune build, you might even be able to get more healing potency that way than you could with this rune staff. So if you are a new player out there, don't fall for this trap. If you are an experienced player, maybe you farm one. I'll probably farm one just in case, like one day if I need it. But it's not, most people don't need to waste their time. They don't need to waste their resources. It's a double farm week on the Bristol Warrior banner, so go farm that. Go spend your time there. It'll be much better spent. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys next time.